Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are starting Overlord II today. This game came out in 2009, so we are now over a decade since, or maybe nearly a decade since this series has gotten a proper numerical sequel. There was a Overlord Fellowship of Evil game that came out relatively recently that was horrible. Metacritic in the 20s and 30s, I believe, on the score. But no true sequel. This is the PC equivalent of Pikmin games. And I guess it has been a pretty long time since there's been a Pikmin game that came out for the Nintendo consoles. But there's not anything newer that I know of. Let me know in the comments if there is a new Pikmin-esque game that has come out since this game came out for PC. There is also some slight updates here in 2016. They ported this to Linux, and there's a couple of mobile, I believe a Nintendo DS and maybe a Nintendo Game Boy Advanced Overlord game that we won't be covering as side games that happened between Overlord Raising Hell, which was the weird standalone DLC, and this game. It was, of course, a weird standalone DLC to the first game. Now, at the end of the story of the first game, spoilers for the end of the first game, which I really shouldn't have to say spoilers for since you're watching the sequel, the character we were playing as, the Black Knight, as it were, or at least we were in black armor, turned out to not to get betrayed, and we were attacked by the true Overlord, who was the wizard. I guess we defeated the wizard. It's been a long time since I played this game. And so maybe because we defeated the wizard, we can continue the story of being the new true Overlord. And it was kind of a weird story because we killed the old Overlord, allegedly, and then died in the process at the very beginning of the first Overlord game. And then the minions that you control in this game use some kind of magic to force you and resurrect you as like a zombie type character to be the new Overlord, as if the minions always need an Overlord, which I guess is probably true, because they certainly couldn't rule or control themselves. Let's see, what else is there to really say before we start here? I don't want the setup to be too much. A lot of options are not by default in this point of the game. They are instead in their own separate configuration launcher. Not really an issue, but we've got like all the graphics set to custom at the highest settings, and the resolution set up to 1080p. And it looks very nice, actually, considering this is 10 years old. The cartoony aesthetic of this series probably is not going to be a big deterrent over the years compared to a game that would have been going for more of a hyper-realistic appearance. And yeah, this is made and published by Codemasters, which kind of has this history of making series of games. They have a lot of dirt driving racing games that sometimes they'll make a dirt rally game and then take a really long time to make a new dirt rally game, and in the meantime they'll make some other style of game that is called dirt, but that's a racing game, but not quite like the other rally car racing games under that name. So it's really kind of a middle of the line producer and publisher. This is also made by Triumph Studios, I thought there was a connection between the people who made this and the people who made Pikmin, but I don't actually see any while I was doing research, so it seems like it's more of just a inspired thing, which maybe I'm wrong about that, because I kind of thought that people had gotten tired of making Pikmin after Pikmin 2 or 3, and that was owned by Nintendo as a license, as an intellectual property, and so they moved over to a different company and effectively made the same thing. It's with a more cartoonish, mature bent on it, which is what we're going for. Let's start the game.
Once upon a time, there was an ending. And we minions searched high and low for a new overlord. We were like fleas without a dog, maggots without a carcass, pimples without a face. And on Midwinter's Eve, in the town of Nordberg, we found a beginning.
My pa says that he was found outside Nordberg's gates. Wish they'd left him there.
So it seems like we're going with more of a kid-like hero. So we're not playing as the Black Knight character. Interesting little visual glitches as we're walking this way. And we're going with a bit of a Christmas theme. There was definitely a danger in this that they had kind of played every little they played every little gag out for silly cartoonish fantasies.
Know how to smash snow thingies. Hit them snowy men, master.
He destroyed our snowmen.
And so
You're a big mean bully.
they're telling me what to do.
You for that.
So it kind of would make sense.
He made me drop my lantern. Hey!
Just smash a bunch of them. Yeah, it makes sense that the minions would try to corrupt someone who's young, but also it seems like I'm not exactly a human character. It's always weird as a video game critic to play something that's more Christmas themed. There aren't too many like completely 100% Christmas themed games out there, but not enough to like play them specifically in December. But every now and then you'll have some portion that's Christmas themed, and it feels odd playing them and like I'm playing this in the middle of February. So yeah, that's weird. So I have lightning that lets me set some rockets off. Seems like there's no adults in this environment, so the kids might be alone.
Keep going.
They're getting really tight camera angles here. That's not gonna work for an Overlord game. Like we need a more zoomed out camera. And so look, we can move these guys with the right stick and make them destroy things. Or apparently we can send the right trigger to send minions. So we can just right trigger to send these guys and they'll smash things for you. And if they find any weapons, they'll pick them up and upgrade themselves in the small upgrade system they have, which will equip them with bits of armor and weapons. Not anything significant enough that it really matters. You get the little numbers just like Pikmin on top of them. And on rare occasions in this, I might need to turn the audio up a little bit, you'll run into items that they need to carry. And get these bunnies. And see, sometimes it's easier to move these guys around with the right stick than it is to do this. I need to really zoom out though. Like this angle of the camera is no good. And they can go smash some more things. Yeah, the way this camera is working feels very awkward. I don't recall it being this bad. NCB calls them back. They haven't told us to do that yet, but I remember it. In there and get them. This is not a path. So it seems like we've kind of chased them in this. So they closed it on us. And see, I know this is just a little tutorial mission, but it feels pretty bad compared to the first section of the first game.
No witch boys with your funny eyes, and no demons. Go wobble about someplace else. Push off and take your funny eyes with you.
So in the first game, there's one of two mistresses you can take. One that you'd almost certainly choose over the other, because one is like a dark, like dominatrix style lady, and one is kind of a nice friendly fairy tale princess.
I'll show you the way.
So I wonder if it turns out that this character is
I know where they've gone.
somehow the child of the Overlord. In here, she might turn out to be a new lady of the
You're mean. One
house.
day he'll make you pay. This is ours. Don't be mean.
And see.
I think I like you.
Don't come in here.
It's Midwinter's Eve. Be nice.
And see, we can smash some of this as we're smashing up things.
Stay back, weirdo.
You're just scared of him.
And so she's being nice.
This is his home too, you know.
Come on.
Don't listen to them.
Move the right stick to sweep the minions to the ice fort.
Did we get him?
Alright, so that's what they want me to do.
Stay out! You're all big fraidy cats.
And I'm not 100% sure
Well, I like him.
what I'm supposed to do.
Look at you! Stop that!
We're sweeping.
Yay! Get back, witch boy! Bunch of bullies. This is ours! Play nice!
Don't come in here.
You're mean. One day he'll make you pay.
Sweep onto the ice fort.
Weirdo.
Don't be mean.
Is there perhaps a path over here I'm not seeing?
It's Midwinter's Eve. Be nice.
This is just a wall.
You're just scared of him. Did we get him?
Oh, I see. We're supposed to go this way.
His home too, you know.
Well, now it's gonna feed all that.
Stay out! Don't listen.
It's gonna give me a breadcrumb trail after I already found the solution. So it says hold all to recall all minions. Wow, you have to hold it really long time. Like, that was a really long delay.
I think I like you.
And you can't hit her. And now this lights up. And just continue to kill all these things. Now, when we get out of the tutorial mode,
Quick! You'll never find us in here.
killing little creatures usually gives life force and lets you summon more minions. To disguise minions, hold the left trick to lock on the hut and send minions with the right trigger. Alright.
The demons have found us! Get off me! Don't touch that! They're smart! Hey! He's got my coat! Give that back! I don't think they're going to be bothering you anymore.
So now we've got these disguises that makes them look like kids. So now we can get into the rest of the area. And they're singing. Wait a minute. A little bit of gold here. Let's just pick up some of this stuff, make sure we found it all.
Hello, kiddies. Come for the party? Hey, why'd you bring that witch boy? He's got funny eyes, I tell you. You can come in, but behave yourself. Only drink apple juice.
Oh yeah.
Please. And don't let that witch boy lead you astray.
So I remember in the first game these guys used to drink alcohol and pee all the time, and it was silly. Alright. So these guys are neutral.
Sweets and make yourself sick.
So sometimes in the previous game, befriending people and having them become your underlings was a good idea. I now have like twice as many minions under my care too. Jeez. Let's look at the options here for a second. Yeah. Nothing here to zoom the camera out.
Now behave yourselves.
Now, winter, Christmas themed in a fantasy environment is something that could be added, but I'm gonna have a hard time thinking of like 3 other things that could have been added to the previous game. So I imagine we're thematically going to have to get back with elves and trolls and which I fairly is certain. We had elves and dwarves, I'm fairly certain, in the first game, and they're gonna have to make come back. I don't know what I'm specifically trying to do.
Hey, you can't be in here. These are highly flammable and have to be handled by a professional.
So apparently what I think I'm gonna do is just burn down the place. We could look around a little bit more. Looks like there might be a cave. And then we have the Christmas tree over there. You've brought mayhem and destruction to Midwinter's party. Find out what's going on.
No! Come on, let's watch!
Empire! Empire!
Hey, let's take a look! Come on,
A little
over here.
too much repetition. I'm moving as fast as possible and she's saying the same line of dialogue.
So they may be cleansed. In the name of the Empire and your new governor, Boreas.
So it's like a Roman Empire.
Here, we are simple people of the land. Do not lie. The sentinels have spoken. Surrender your magic users or we will cleanse your whole town if necessary. Well, maybe we do have one.
And they toss them out.
Together, lads.
So I can take these guys on. Apparently not. Alright, instead we head into the wilderness. Like, we're too young and we're too weak for this. So we're making a strategic retreat.
Our master would follow. This way. For the master.
So apparently the minions have just been they've been just hiding in the forest since the last game. And I'm not bothering to fight any of these guys because I imagine this is just a cinematic escape we're supposed to be doing. I don't think there's any achievements on Steam for this, so there's no real reason to try and do things differently. There definitely would have been achievements in previous, but I can't lock on this, so we're gonna have to take control of this. And we'll just overwhelm all these guys. And send some people in there to destroy that. That took a long time for that to be destroyed. Right. 10 people and shoot the catapult. So we could use left stick to aim and right stick to fire. Well, either I was a little bit off, or I cannot break the fence and doom the town. Alright, so it's more just save your own butt. It looks like we could probably fire some over here if we wanted to, but not the focus. Nice. So we get wolves. Wolves as a new style of Pikmin character is an interesting move, like, or as a new style of minion. I guess we don't need to call them Pikmin characters. Let's see. Sweep the guys on the wolves to ride them. Oops. Well, geez, where are the wolves? They're gone. Didn't think about that. These guys might be getting a little bit of upgrades in swords and stuff, but I'm not seeing that animation happen where they find something and they pick it up and they stick it over their head very often. They're just all there. There we go. So we've freed an abominable snowman. So we're just kind of running still. There does seem to be some level of people you need to take out, but definitely not as many as you would think. And they seem like in this tutorial section they're pretty much immortal. I've yet to see anybody die or in any other way be a problem. We could just walk through that. So that guy's new, and he's losing him. You escaped across the ice flows. Head into the wilderness. Check. And so then you're frozen.
A new overlord, you say? This is the last hope for evil. He's a little short. Wow. Destroyed an entire legion? Bodies, screams, minion carnage? Oh, that is good news. Fire up the dragon!
A dragon? There was no dragon in the first game.
The boy needs a proper evil upbringing. And whilst evil was nurtured in the bowels of the earth, in its absence came the rise of a new age, a new power, and thus began the reign of the glorious empire.
I guess moving forward in time is a smart move.
Those who weren't were killed, enslaved, or had other nasty things done to them. Now it's your time, Master. Time to crash the party. Time to crush the empire. Time to bring back the black. The minions of war. Because evil always finds a way.
I guess that's a Jurassic Park reference. Life finds a way.
Comes the master? Oh, the master, the master. We'll see. That's correct, Raz. He must be tested, as the beetle is tested by the dung pile.
So,
those Nordberg winds go right at my nethers, so I'll stay here. Your helmet will allow me to hear and see what you do.
it seems odd that you would have a tutorial mission, then you're kind of starting with a secondary tutorial mission. We can now hit the back button, and we can see our horde power is at 0%, our max horde size is at 15. We will be getting browns, reds, greens, and blues like in the first game. We have a good evil alignment that would have almost certainly been achievements in its original Xbox releases or console releases. Apparently there's 3 types of spells: target, minion, halo, treasure. We have 84 treasure, so we did get to keep that. But then it seems like there's a red crystal and a black crystal currency. Quest 1 has become the Overlord. Looking at the map, it seems like quite a large map, although it might just be a large open world game in general. It says view town control, and so eventually I guess we're going to have town control. It's a little weird to hit right bump and left bump and just switch between 2 different things. And yeah, it's been 30 minutes and I'm still trying to make 30-minute episodes, try to make things a little bit shorter. So we're going to end here. I'm going to listen to the audio on this video and see how that sounded. Sometimes the audio in the menu, which is what I usually balance it to, is a little loud, and then when you get in the game and you start hearing people's voices, that sometimes tends to be a little bit quiet, and things often are just not balanced to my liking. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I end my episodes the same way. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. Also, there's a link to Patreon where you can support me further, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.